Hello, hello. It is Tuesday, 2 o'clock, December 12th, 2023. Here we are, Thriving Live with Gabrielle Senza, an empowerment call, a free empowerment call or a free empowerment session, uh, where generally I talk about things that have to do with that I've found to be super helpful for moving from simply surviving to actually thriving. And so, my intention for this free weekly session is to provide for you, share with you things that have worked for me. Um, Having gone from feeling, very much disempowered and to some degrees unworthy of good things because of mistakes that I had made or because of beliefs I carried from my childhood about me not being worthy. Uh, it took some time. It took some time to get to a place where I could exist and have like a life that is really exciting and fulfilling and nourishing and inspiring, a creative life. So it was a long and bumpy road to get to this place, and it would be nice, I think, if people who happen to come across this channel get to maybe take a shorter route if they find this helpful. So that's my intention. That's why I created Thriving Live. And yeah, so that's that. Um, Today, December 12th, looks like we are at episode 44. Double digits, 44. How exciting. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited about that. And today, if you've been following along with with my lives, you will know that I almost always start with a grounding practice, a way to kind of bring us together in the space to help me get grounded, to help me help others who are present get grounded. And in any of my coaching calls or workshops, I do the same thing with starting off in a way that we can get really present with being here now and feeling really good and safe and secure in our bodies, and yeah, enjoying this time together. So to do so, I am going to start us off with some long, slow, deep breaths. uh, as you know, that's something I really enjoy, and I hope you find it really nourishing for yourself as well. So whether you're standing or you're sitting, allow yourself to just take a breath, relax with your exhale. So I'm going to probably do some Kriya shoulder rolls because I can tell that my body really needs that. So if you want to follow along, you can do it. Otherwise, you can just do a long, slow, deep breath in and a hold and a slow, relaxing as you exhale. Okay, that's basically the rhythm. The exhale will probably be longer than the inhale. So for me, with the Kriya shoulder roll, I'm going to inhale and raise my shoulders for 4 beats and then hold them back, bringing my shoulder blades and my arms back for the hold, and then lower them on the exhale. Okay. And that you'll notice that if you do this and you put your shoulders back and you exhale down, your shoulders are going to be further back than they probably were when we started. right? They're probably more like this, because we're so often, working at computers or sitting in a chair and working at a computer. And so what I love about this is that it helps open up the chest and the clavicles, all this area, right? So if you'd like to go ahead and follow along, or just do your long, slow breaths as you wish. Okay, here we go. Trying to get these other things out of my screen here. Okay, so inhale, raising the shoulders up. 1, back for 4, and down. Inhale up, back, hold, down, exhale. One more time. Raise the shoulders up on your inhale, back on your hold. Exhale, going down. And now just pay attention to your breath. Just letting it be long and slow. Notice your turn off my, put it on airplane mode so we didn't get the distractions. Notice allow yourself to feel the gravity, like feel into the gravity, your body weight pressing down into the ground and the floor or the thing you're sitting on rising to meet you and support you and hold you. And I am getting lots of distractions. Sometimes it happens. Anyway, noticing your breath, noticing the weight in your feet or the weight of your bottom into the chair and how it's holding you. Now let's take a few more long, slow, quiet, restful breaths. Allowing ourselves to relax with each exhale more and more. Beautiful. So you can stay in that state if you'd like, and I can guide you through a little exercise of just noticing, scanning your body, scanning for any sensations of tightness, and with your breath, put your attention on it without any need to change it or be critical or anything like that. Just noticing if you can sense if it has any emotion attached to it. And just looking at it as though you're just watching a cloud in the sky and looking to make out its shape. Noticing that in your body, anything that draws your attention, and you're just noticing it as you would a cloud. Or anything floating down a river. If it's tension or stress or anxiety or something that feels a little inharmonious, you can just sort of let it go into the stream, into the river, or even just down into the earth and allow the earth to take it, absorb it, transmute it into something positive and useful for the soil. Beautiful. Yeah, just stay with that for a bit. You're doing great. So now allow yourself to do another body scan. This time we're looking for anything that feels good. And it can be anything. If you, like, I just am finding myself rubbing very softly across my hips and thighs, just very lightly, the palm of my hands, because I'm standing here and that's just what I somehow started doing. And I'm noticing it feels really good. It feels really good. And so what I want to notice next is, what are the qualities that make it so? How would I describe the qualities of that feel good sensation? Now, your feel good sensation might not be an action, it might just be the warmth of your exhale across your lips. It could be a cozy sweater on your neck. It could be just the regular, easy breath going in and out through your nose. So, whatever it is that feels good to you, just be in that for a moment and notice its qualities. Is it warm? Is it tingly? Is it just a peacefulness? Is it a rhythm? Yeah, really noticing it. Beautiful. And now imagine expanding with your breath that sensation so that it can take up more of your body, more space within your body. So I'm noticing, for me, the qualities that made that slow, circular, light touching motion on my hips and thighs. And seeing how it can expand, those qualities can expand up through my torso and down into my toes. That feel good sensation can expand so that it's actually filling every cell of my body and actually coming out and cascading out all around me infinitely. There's just an endless supply of this good feeling flowing slowly, warmth all around my body, creating this beautiful cascading effect that feels good from inside all the way out. Nice, nice. Now see if you can find some peace, some calmness in your heart. You can put your hand there if you'd like to. You don't have to. And just tap into your heart and maybe even say, "Hey heart, how are you doing?" How often do you talk to your heart? That's one of my favorite things to ask my lover. How is your heart? He likes to ask me, how is your love tank? Is it full? Does it need more? A nice way to check in. So you could do the same with your heart. Like, hey heart, how are you doing? How's that love tank of ours? Does it feel good? Does it feel full? Does it feel nourished? Is there anything missing? For some of us who live alone or don't have partners or family or children or whatever it is, we might often think of ourselves as alone or even lonely. And alone and lonely are definitely two different things, for sure. And I'm curious about what you see as the difference between alone and lonely. For me, I don't often have the feeling of being lonely, actually. Yeah, I don't think I ever feel lonely. There are times when I felt alone with, like, with something that's going on, with a problem or a big emotion that I'm trying to deal with, or eventually, once I'm over the initial angst of it all, then really processing it, integrating it, releasing what is ready to be let go of. And that just feels really amazing to me. And it takes a little time, it takes patience, it takes kindness. And that's kindness for ourselves. And boy, do we deserve kindness to ourselves. We deserve kindness no matter what. However, I noticed that for a lot of us, we can be our own worst critics, our own worst friends. And in fact, I don't know about you, but I sometimes find myself speaking to myself in ways that I would never, ever, ever say to anybody, not even my worst enemy, or my worst foe. I would just like never say things that have that level of negativity and criticism and judgment. So I would never say them to anyone else. So why do I say them to myself? And why should I accept that from myself? So that's taken some time to change. So noticing it, first of all, and noticing, like, first of all, it's not helping. Not helping me feel better. It's not helping me feel more productive or get motivated to do something uh, right then or differently at some other point. It just not feel good energy and not constructive. So, yeah. So that's what has been one of my learnings. Uh, I wanted to mention, I keep looking over here at my notes, and the secret is I actually didn't write any notes for today. So I'm actually looking at last week's notes for my show, or whenever the last show was. I think it was a couple weeks ago. The reason I didn't do a show last week is because I am collaborating on a project with one of my favorite collaborators, Karen Cellini, and we are working on a short film based on her text and the beautiful music and sounds and excuse me, composition that was created. So right now we're working on bringing in the visuals for the video, and it's quite a process, because at first we're like, oh, we want that, and we want that, and we want that, and we want that in there, and we try to get it all in there, and we put it in, and then it's like, no, it needs to be simpler than that, it needs to be less than that, it needs to be where we can just really enter into the sound of the piece, because that's really the important work there, to really allow ourselves to be transported into that space and hear the words and feel the emotion of that space. And with too many images, I find it very distracting, because then I want to make sense of the images and how do they relate to what's being said. And that already takes me out, right, of just the hearing and listening. So anyway, it's quite an elaborate and exciting process. I really love doing this kind of collaboration. That's one of the things I'm grateful for being able to have the opportunity to do, to work with other artists, to bring work together, to create collaborations, or just to talk about the process that we're in our creative process and our projects, whatever it is we're working on. So I do want to mention that I have a few things coming up that I want you to know about. So one is that I have a daily weekday power hours work session, co-working power hours from 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. And we connect on Zoom, and we just simply state what it is we intend to accomplish during the 2-hour work period. And then we check in, 10, 15 minutes before the end, before 11 a.m. to report in on how we did. We keep the Zoom room open for the 2 hours. We turn off our mics once we've done our setup and we said, here's what I hope and here's what I want to achieve in this couple of hours. And then when we come back at the end, we say, I did that. This is, what I got. And, I feel good about it, or I see where I could have been better, or wow, I got so much more done than I expected to. That was incredible. I'm coming back tomorrow. So I'm really excited about this because, again, like, I love presenting and creating spaces for the things I need and I want, and I know will help me move forward in what I'm doing. So, for example, I created this morning daily 2-hour power hour call in order for me to be able to have and know that I have to be on this call because I'm hosting it. So I know I get to show up every day and hold space for people to also accomplish what they want to accomplish. And I definitely need that structure of being accountable for other people and to other people, so that I show up and do the work, because I can put that same workload on there. My workload right now is about creating content and making sure people know about my coaching and consulting work, and bringing in more clients that I can serve with these tools that I have, which I absolutely adore, and they're so rapid and kind of like they're permanent transformations that happen in our work together. So devoting those 2 hours a day to promoting that work, to writing about the work, to preparing whatever things I need to prepare for presentations and so on. So I needed the 2-hour block every single day with people on the other side so that I actually show up and do it. And so we'll see how that goes. That's what I'm up to. That's one of the things. And then the other thing is along the lines of the coaching work. If you go to calendly.com/make change, you will see some of the calls that I have available there. You can schedule a call with me. You may get a free consultation call where we sort of look at what your goals are, what the obstacles are, sort of where you are right now, where you want to get to, and sort of come up with a strategy for how to get you there. And the longer calls involve some coaching, right? And then we can really get into it and transform things. So the other thing I wanted to say about our 2-hour calls in the mornings, I may run a short process to get us started each morning, maybe a short grounding process and a sort of visualization transformation piece that can help set us up for doing this work we want to do in the 2 hours so that we're really effective in it. So I am going to uh, leave it at that for now and sign off. And I love you all very much. I hope you'll take care of this. I mean, take advantage of this. That would be lovely. And I send you all the best. All right. Mwah. Be in touch. We'll talk again soon.